Hi, everybody. We're back to finish up Unit 8 in Clear Speech with some vowel practice. You know, I love vowels. Vowels are really important both to be understood when you're speaking and to understand what's being said to you. So we're going to practice today an A sound. This is another way to pronounce the letter A. It's an ah sound. If you have your vowel pals, where did I write that down? If you have your vowel pals, it is rows 10. No, it's row 17. That is the row where we practice this in vowel pals, 17. Okay, here we go. So this is on page 67 and 68 in your book. Usually we pronounce the letter A in a word with either the relative vowel sound, ah, which is rows 10 and 13 of our vowel pals, or we use the alphabet sound A, like as in cake. A. Relative is a, pan, and the alphabet sound, the long vowel sound, is a, cake. But there's another way to pronounce the letter A, and that is ah, ah. The chin drops a lot, ah, when we say this sound. We're going to practice it 3 ways. So we'll practice it when it's followed by a W, like saw. We'll practice it when it's followed by a U together, like cause. And when A is followed by 2 L's or an LK, like ball or walk. Those are all ah sounds. So a rule to follow is when there's a letter W after the A, 98% of the time, that means a lot of the time, it's pronounced ah, like saw. Here are the words: paw, jaw, law, lawn, fawn, dawn, prawn, crawl, awful, lawful. So that's the sound. When an A is followed by the vowel U, AU together, about 89% of the time, according to the book, still a lot, 89% of the time, the sound of the vowel is ah, as in cause. Cause, author, laundry, caution, saucer, applaud, nautical, audible, caught, taught. The next example. When the letter A is followed by LL or LK, about 79% of the time it's pronounced ah, like call or walk. All, fall, ball, tall, mall, recall, walk, chalk, talk, stock. Good. So practice these sentences. Hit pause and say those sentences out loud. Then I will read them for you and you can check your pronunciation. Number 1. Who taught the baby to walk? Who taught the baby to walk? Number 2. We all applauded the singers. We all applauded the singers. Number 3. The word nautical means something about the sea. The word nautical means something about the sea. Number 4. We got up at dawn. We got up at dawn. For me, that got, dawn, those are really similar with my pronunciation. So I'm going to say 5 sentences, and I want you to write them down. This is dictation practice. Say the sentences, and then I'll show you the answers. See if you get both the pronunciation correct and the spelling correct. Number 1, the wedding is in April. The wedding is in April. Number 2, the class begins at 1. The class begins at 1. Number 3, what can we take for the, sorry. Number 3, what can we take for the party? What can we take for the party? Number 4, how many students are going? How many students are going? And number 5, is the party at 7 or 8? Is the party at 7 or 8? Hit pause if you want to a little more time. I'll show you the answers now. Here are the answers. Let me read them again. And as I read them to you, I want you to think about some of the rules that we have practiced: linking, reduction, stress, contractions. Are there any contractions in here? No, but there is linking and reduction. What else is there? Focus words, pitch change, stressed syllables. Let me read them again. The wedding's in April. What did I reduce or change? What did I de-emphasize? The wedding's in April. And I'm just thinking of this now as I'm reading them. So I reduced is and in. The wedding's in April. But the way you would write it is the wedding is in April. That's not what I said. The wedding's in April. Next one. The class begins at 1. The class begins at 1. Where's my de-emphasizing in that word? Begins at. We linked that. That's an example of a word that begins with a vowel, gets linked or connected to the consonant sound before it and reduced. The class begins at 1. The class begins at 1. 1 is my focus word, and I said it clearly. If I said it, the class begins at 1, that would have a different meaning. That would mean that someone said something to me, such as the party begins at 1. And I'd say, no, the class begins at 1, like correcting. Number 3. What can we take for the party? What can we take for the party? What did I reduce? Can. Auxiliary verbs like can. are often reduced. What can we take for the party? For is pretty reduced. What can we take for the party? It's more FER when you listen. What can we take for the party? And party is my focus word. Number 4, how many students are going? What did I reduce? Are, the to be verb are. How many students are going? Students are. You wouldn't write that, but in spoken English, I would say, how many students are going? And my pitch goes, how many students are going? How many students are going? Going was my focus word. How many students are going? Or I could say, how many students are going? In that case, both of those are about the same, I think. How many students are going? How many students are going? If I emphasize, again, I'm just thinking about this as I go. If I emphasize students, maybe it's a situation where there's an event and students and teachers and parents are going. And I say, how many students are going? Because I want to separate the students from everyone else to know how many students are going. If it's a general question at the beginning of the conversation, how many students are going? Then the last word, going, is the one that's emphasized. That's one of the focus rules from Unit 8. If you haven't watched that one yet, you will learn. That's one of the new focus rules. Last one. Sorry, I'm going off on some tangents here. Is the party at 7 or 8? Is the party at 7 or 8? What did I do there? What got reduced, emphasized, de-emphasized in that? Is the, those are pretty linked. Is the, I kind of like an IZZTHE, is the party at, those are linked. Is the party at 7 or 8? And then that or, that conjunction is reduced. 7 or 8. It's not 7 or 8, 7 or 8. Is the party at 7 or 8? Those are the types of things that will make your English sound natural and help you understand what English speakers are saying when you hear them reduce, which is something that we all do naturally. Oh, someone from my pronunciation class just sent me a WhatsApp. So I'm going to reply to that, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.